The first step begins with understanding the classification of your medical device. The Philippines follows a risk-based classification system dividing devices into four classes from Class A, lower risk, to Class D, the highest risk. Understanding where your device falls is crucial to your submission process. Then identify a local licensed importer and or distributor in the Philippines who will act as the representative for the foreign manufacturer. This entity must have a valid license to operate LTO as medical device importer or distributor. Next, you need to prepare your product's technical documentation. This includes a detailed description of your device, its intended use, design, and manufacturing information, and evidence of safety and effectiveness. Specifically, the Common Submission Dossier template is required for the registration of medical devices in Asian countries. The CSDT is intended to harmonize the submission of medical device information to regulatory authorities within the Asian member states, thereby reducing the need for multiple dossiers in different formulas. The technical documentation required for submission of CSDT formally generally includes the following elements. 1. Executive summary. A summary of the entire submission including device, description, and evidence of the conformity, the essential principles of safety and performance. 2. Essential principles and evidence of conformity. Documentation demonstrating that the medical device conforms to the relevant essential principles, including any testing, standards, or other evidence used to demonstrate conformity. 3. Device description. Detailed information about the device including its intended use, indications, contraindications, warnings, precaution, potential adverse effects, and any alternative therapy if applicable. 4. Design verification and validation. Information of the design verification and validation processes, including any testing performed to ensure the device meets its design specification and intended use. 5. Clinical evidence. Data supporting the clinical safety and performance of the device, which may include clinical trial data, literature reviews, or post-market surveillance data. 6. Device labeling. Copies of the device labeling including instruction for use, indications, and any warnings or precautions. 7. Risk analysis. An analysis of risk associated with the device, including any measures taken to mitigate this risk. 8. Manufacturer information. Information about the manufacturer, including the manufacturing process, quality management system, and any certifications. The CSDT dossier must be prepared in English and must contain all sections from 3.0 to 4.6.1. If certain sections are not applicable to medical device, a justification for the non-applicability must be provided under section heading. All reports and supporting documents, such as labeling certificates and reports referenced within the CSDT submission, must be submitted and annexed and must be signed off and dated by an authorized person. Remember, the one more thorough you are, the smoother the process will be. Once you have your technical documentation ready, you proceed to the next step, applying for the Certificate of Product Registration or CPR. This is done through the Food and Drug Administration of the Philippines online portal. This CPR is ticket to legally distribute your medical device in the Philippines. To apply, you need to submit your technical documentation along with a declaration of conformity and a quality management system certificate. To apply for a certificate of product registration or CPR under the Philippines Food and Drug Administration or FDA, you should follow these general steps. 1. Prepare the necessary documents and information required for the application. This typically includes technical documentation, product information, and proof of compliance with relevant regulations. 2. File the application at the Center for Device Regulation, Radiation Health, and Research of the FDA. This is responsible for the regulatory functions for medical device products. Ensure that your application includes all legal and technical requirements pursuant. to the provision of the applicable administrative orders and FDA circulars. 4. Pay the corresponding fees and surgeries as per the relevant administration of FDA memorandum circulars. 5. If the application is the renewal, FDA Memorandum Circular Number 2013-12, which outlines the revised policies on the application for automatic renewal (CPR) for medical products, excluding the Vito Diagnostics products. 6. Applications along with required documentation should be submitted to the FDA Public Assistant Information and Receiving Payer Unit. After submitting your application, an evaluation process will take place. This could take a few weeks, so patience is a virtue here. The FDA will assess your documentation and may ask for additional information if needed. Once the evaluation is completed and if everything is in order, you will receive your certificate of product registration.